honor to be up here today presenting these awards. As a longtime prosecutor and also as the wife of a law enforcement officer who served the Collier County Sheriff's Office for 30 years, I know firsthand how much dedication, hard work, and bravery it takes to be a law enforcement officer. Law enforcement officers truly are the backbone of our community and our criminal justice system. They do all the heavy lifting that it takes every day to keep our community safe. And they oftentimes do this without recognition and appreciation. So that's why it's so important, and I'm so honored to be up here to recognize and appreciate them on behalf of the Lee County Bar Association for all their dedication, excellence, and hard work. This officer is a 30-year veteran of law enforcement, 28 years of which he's been with the Cape Coral Police Department. For the last 12 years, he's been a detective in the Major Crimes Unit. I have again had the pleasure of working with this particular detective on numerous homicide cases over the past 28 years. He's dedicated, he's skilled, and consistently conducts excellent investigations which lead to successful prosecutions and convictions. I consider it an honor to have known him and worked closely with him for the entire time he's been with the Cape Coral Police Department. I want to give you an example of his excellence and investigative ability. On February 18, 2016, Cape Coral Police Department received a phone call from a concerned coworker of a man who had failed to show up for work and was not answering his phone. A missing persons report was taken. The following day, this detective was on duty and received a call from a second coworker who stated the same concerns and further advised that the man's adult son had recently moved in with his father and had been previously violent towards him. This detective had not even been assigned to this case, but his intuition told him that this was something he needed to look into further. And so he went to the residence and he met with the son. The detective took note of the conditions of the home and was able to obtain bank information from the son, observing that the son had possession of his father's bank cards. Over the next 2 days, he continued to investigate and gather evidence in this case. Based upon his investigation and his initial strong suspicion of criminal activity and the disappearance of the victim, a canine search was conducted. A human torso was located in a wooded area nearby and was identified of that of the missing man. After a meticulous and thorough investigation, the man's son was arrested for murder. In October of 2016, the case went to trial, and a jury returned a guilty verdict, and that son, the defendant, is serving a sentence of life in prison. It was this detective's instincts and work ethic which drove him to continue to investigate and gather crucial details and evidence leading to this successful conclusion. For this, it was with great pleasure that the Lee County Bar Association presents the 2016 Cape Coral Police Department's Officer of the Year Award to Detective Kurt Grau.